And I'm going to say, got it. And so, Jan, you want to talk about the center?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know that starting November 1, the entire staff will be going back to the center full-time Monday through Friday. I think lots of you are already attending those in-person classes that we've got. Again, it's going to be a slow process. For a while, we won't have anything on Fridays, but Frank and I will put our heads together and we'll come up with something for Fridays. If you don't know, the choir has started back with us. It's so lovely to hear all those beautiful voices. Yes, Miss Susie's involved in that. So
yeah.
fun.
In fact, the choir is also on Zoom and live at the center.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't realize that they were doing a hybrid. Oh, that's cool. Good, good. We are talking to Tremaine and Lola about mosaic class and art class coming back, probably starting in January. Again, it's going to be a slow process. We're also talking to Project Open Hand to bring back lunch in the Blue Room. Haven't quite figured that out yet because we still have to social distance at this point in time. So we're still talking to them about that. I believe they're going to start downtown January 1 also. They were going to do it earlier and then they figured out that they couldn't do it. So, but that's okay. So if anybody has any great ideas of some new classes we can have, let us know. Of course, we can always do ukulele and.
Right.
Oh, I hear Akiyo teaches ukulele.
She does. She's fabulous. And
great teacher.
And hula. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on at the center.
Jan,
yes.
I'm sorry. Is the farmers market coming back?
We're talking to them. The problem is that we don't want, because we have so many tourists at Aquatic Park that we're very hesitant in opening the doors. So we're trying to figure out how we could just let our community know about it, let only our community in to utilize the market.
Right.
So the answer is, yeah, we're talking to them. We want the market to come back so badly because it's such a, viable thing for the community. So that's that's penciled in.
Okay. Thank you.
And thinking about maybe doing it in the Blue Room, then we'd have more space. We'd be separated more. They'd have that kitchen space upstairs, which would be great for them. So, yeah.
Great.
Yes, Susie.
What about the masks?
Yeah, masks still have to be worn. We're not going to let up on that. I know it's a pain, but it's for our protection. And, we're very, very, everybody that comes through our door, no matter who, they must show their vaccination card. Yes, Sid.
How old be incoming new manager because Crystal resigned?
And now say that again.
Who will be the incoming manager, new manager?
We don't know yet. That's going to be a slow process. We interviewed a couple of folks. Two of them were out of town, and we just decided we need somebody that's local, that knows, the politics, that knows San Francisco, that knows how to wrangle and get us funding and stuff like that. That's the important part of that job. So, we run ourselves both downtown and AP. We just need a leader that can do the budget, and find us money. That's the biggest part of that job. So it'll be they're probably not going to start really looking until the first of the year.
Okay. So,
What? Wishing?
oh, we have a new person.
Oh, we have
coming
somebody
in.
else joining us.
Yes. Okay, so today, since you know how we have a cold, rainy days and it's cold and it's a dampness and cold is what makes it really bad. And in Chinese medicine, pathogenic factors are totally different. We see it totally differently from the, let's say, how, the biomedicine, the Western medicine, pathogenic factors are like viruses and bacteria, right? So, but in Chinese medicine, it's the heat and it's the cold, it's the wind and it's the dampness. And also the damp cold, the cold is can be a factor. I mean, the pathogenic factor, and so is dampness. So the cold is congealing. So sometimes you have the stiffness and pain when you warm it. If it's better, that shows you that is the cold congealing pain. That makes sense. So, and also dampness, because it's really heavy and dampness goes down. So cold dampness causes a lot of heaviness you feel around the back, hip joint, and it's because it goes down. So it affects a lot of lower part of our bodies. Like, sometimes like hyperurination, nighttime urination, that could be caused by the cold dampness. The hip pain, knee pain, ankle pains, that could be caused by, not all the pain are caused by the cold dampness, but when the weather is cold damp, that puts more emphasis of the cold dampness we already have in our system, in our body. So I am prone to dampness. I have, my tummy is just, my stomach is like always, anything happens, always goes to the stomach. So the stomach issues causes dampness. So when it's the summer dampness weather, that really affects my stomach system. So we all have our constitution that we're prone to certain things. We tend to be dry, they tend to be hot, or they tend to be damp, so whatever our atmosphere is, if that gets in sync with our system, that emphasizes that. So so the cold dampness can affect our lower bodies, could be, and just that, how you feel in the damp cold weather, that's what can happen in our body. So dampness kind of goes down, cold congeals. So what solves the problem? You want to move to get that stagnant stuff moving and warm it to move. So we're going to do a lot of lower body, leg, ankle exercises. And the things that I originally wanted to talk about was the muscles around your ear area. So we're going to add that to, just put that on at later part of the day. So before we move on to the cold dampness, hi Sinai. Any questions from last week or any other stuff? Have you tried different things? Have you found out anything? What is anything you've noticing? Feedbacks? No? We good to go? Okay, so let's, the easiest, since we're seated, let's back up a little. You could be seated. Let me lift my thing up. I need to get my, oh here. Oh, sorry, I need to get my yoga block. Not for the exercise, but more for my laptop. Okay, so just like the gravity, things go down. And if you get stagnant, the stagnation causes pain. Some cases, but a lot of cases. So first, let's just get your feet to move. Actually, remember, sorry, going back here. Remember how the lymph moves, right? And when when we're opening up or moving the lymphatic system, this area is the final destination, right? But if you divide your body, so your tummy, there's a belly button. So belly button line up drains towards your chest. Belly button line down, they collect first in your groin, right? So, you know, where there's a line, your underwear line, that's the inguinal area. That is the big lymph line. So that's where everything collects from the lower part of our body. So we're going to start with, so make sure you have enough space, mostly in front of you, so you can extend your legs, you can lift your knees. Yeah, so let's get situated safely. I want to center myself. Okay, right. So now you want to sit comfortably, make sure you are safe and balanced, right? You can hold on to your chair, full balance. You're gonna lift, again, all the movement needs to be comfortable. So lift your knee up and down and switch up and down, up, down, up, down. So we're kind of like stimulating your inguinal area, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. So you could just do this, or if you're a little more enthusiastic about moving, hold on to your kind of upper part of the shin. Make sure this doesn't hurt your knee or your hips. You don't have to go really high. I'm just lifting it high so you can see it. So you can either here or you can go behind your knees, whichever you are comfortable with, and relax your hip. You're going to do a gentle circle. So it's not the circle here. Circle happens in your hip joint. So you're guiding with your arms, with your hands. Okay, let's do 8 circles. 1, 2, 3. Take your time. Make sure it's comfortable. 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let it go. Switch to the other side. So either this way, underneath, make sure you're comfortable. Hip circles 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can do also, you can either do a circle, or this is what you could do. You could do side to side, rock in. You can do both circle and this, or just do this, or pick whichever you're comfortable with. So you can do side to side, in and out, in and out. But make sure anything to get like this area moving. Yeah. Okay. So far, so good.
Yes.
Okay. So the joint below that is your knees, right? So, and again, the easiest way to move your knee is to go straight and bend your knee, straighten, bend, straighten, bend. Okay. So, and you don't have to go so high. All you need to do is just to get this joint moving. So you don't have to go high, just off the, lift your heel off the floor. When you go down, don't go all the way down. So keep your heel off the floor. Okay. So go up little, down little. Okay. Let's do 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Switch to the other side, bend your knee down, up. Keep your heel off the floor all the time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. We have a couple more stuff, but have you guys noticed anything? I mean, my feet are already warmer. Have you guys noticed differences, or is nothing happening yet? Anything? Good.
Definitely I'm warmer.
Okay, good. Very good. That's what I want to do. Okay, so let's move on. So the joint below that is the ankle, right? So go back to here, lift, and first so when you do the ankle stuff, make sure you're not moving any other parts, but isolate your ankles. So let's start with pointing and flexing. So that's pointing, that's flexing. Okay, let's do 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do the circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down. Switch. Okay, you're going to do point and flex 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Good.
Oh, boy.
Akio, are these moves to increase circulation? Is that,
Yeah,
or,
when you move, it's it's it didn't well you have to bring more stuff into that area, because when you're moving it requires oxygen and nutrients, so it does increase. When you get warm, that means you're increasing the circulation, right? And when it's yeah.
I want to be sure, but it's also helping the lymph glands.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes. So when you move in, that's the movement is the only way to get the blood and the lymphatic fluid back to your heart, right? Because your calf is called the second heart. Because once it leaves the heart, the arteries has the muscles to contract and relax and to pump the blood out, but both lymphatic system and the vein don't have the muscles or the pumping system, but it has the valve. It's the one-way valve. So
Right.
it helps to push up toward, so the fluid moves, it opens up one way toward the heart. And when there's the pressure, it closes so it doesn't go back down. So that's the only the mechanism those vessels have, both the lymphatic and the vein. So you have to, when you do the squeezing, the massage, the lymph massage, or movement, contraction of the contraction and relaxation of the muscles, that makes the fluid back to your heart. That makes sense? So we have to kind of help out by moving. So let's do the whole series of the movement again. So we're going to do it in one series. I don't want to knock out my notes. Okay, start with your knee. Okay, lift. So when you do the lifting, let's just kind of, might as well use your abdominal muscles. So crunch, right? Crunch so you feel the muscles helping your legs up too. So you're rounding your back instead of lifting and pulling back. So you go crunch, crunch. So let's add that. Okay, so we're gonna do 8 of everything. So, okay, 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, you don't have to go high. 8, and hold. Again, make sure it's comfortable. 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the other leg up. 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. You're gonna sit back and make sure you're stable. Like one leg up. You're gonna bend and straighten your knees. Down, up. 2, 3. Breathe in. Make sure you're comfortable. 6, 7. Up and hold. And point. Flex. 2, 7 circles. 1,
Oh,
3, 4. Larry, you okay? 6,
yeah, I'm sorry.
7, 8. The other way. Make sure you're comfortable. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. The other leg straightens. Start with your knees. Down, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Point, flex, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. Let's finish with a little bit of a twisting. So you're sitting up tall and you want to keep your spine tall. So when you do the twisting, make sure you don't bend and twist. So when you lift your spine really tall, it's easier to rotate. It's safer. Okay, up. So when you twist, do not push it. So you want to twist naturally and to the point where you are comfortable. Don't even push it. Just so breathe in here. As you breathe out, rotate within the comfortable range and breathe out. Breathe in, come back to the center and breathe out to the other side. Breathe in, back to center, breathe out. Breathe in, back to center, and breathe out. Breathe in, back to center, one more each way, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. And breathe in, back to the center. Okay, that is, I don't know, the whole set to do if you feel like you don't, like we didn't even stand up. We just did it seated. So is it good? Something that you like when you're seated, you can like, you feel like you're, when you're sitting down, of course, in your home, the cold air goes down, right? So your floor is cooler than where your head is. So your feet gets cold. So, do this too. Go ahead, Suji.
Is there a time of day when we should run through this little routine below our waist?
When you have time to do it, that's the best time. When you think about it, that's the best time. Just do it whenever. Whenever it's most convenient for you to do is the best time.
And the twisting one was for above the waist.
Well, I mean, it's the connecting part of the top and bottom, but see how that affects. Do you feel the little stretch on the lower back and also your hip area by doing that? Yeah. So don't think I have to do it when, I mean, it probably helps you relax if you do it before you go to sleep. But, we're doing the sitting down. So if you have if you have to sit for a while, if you have a Zoom meeting and you have 5-minute break, you could do this,
Okay.
Get up, get some water. If you still have to sit, then just do this. You know,
Okay.
it doesn't, you know. So you could do this when you're on an airplane. Once you get on the airplane, you're just doing the knee circles. Yeah. So just do it.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Yes, yes. Any questions? No? We good? Okay. So let's do a little standing stuff because we sit too much. The sitting is new smoking, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to need a little space with the chair. I'm gonna turn this way. And you will be kicking back. So you want to make sure you have a space for your leg to go back and also the sideways. So make sure you have enough space. And I'm going to see if I have enough space. I'm gonna do a little moving here. Move my little stepper here. Okay. Okay. So we are just basically, this is the opposite of the sitting muscle. So think about when you sit. So sitting, so that's the sitting. And see where it gets tight? It gets tight here, your hip flexor. Right here, because this is crunched up all the time. So this needs to be stretched out. Your computer and everything, this gets tight. So everything of the front part, everything front of your body needs to be stretched out if you sit a lot. Like same thing as driving. If you sit down, and driving is even worse because the car seats are even lower, so you're more crunched up. Okay, so but before we move on to the stretching, let's do squats because we can never do enough squats. So the squatting, make sure, sorry, I'm gonna go a little bit higher with my monitor. Sorry. Sorry for the close up. Is it gonna stay up here? Okay, I think it's better. Okay, so that's better. Okay, so squatting, make sure. So your knees never go over your toes. You don't squat this way. That's not a good squat, right? First thing you do is stick your butt out. Then you're gonna bend your knees. That's how you squat, okay? So if you need to hold on to the chair, keep your chest up, keep looking forward. Let's do 10 squats slowly, okay? Butt out first, down. You don't have to go deep. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 8, 6, 7, 8. Now go down one more time. Now go up on your toes. We're going to combine squat and toe raises. 3, up, 4, up, 5, up, 6, up, 7, up, last one, 8, and up. Okay, now you know the calf stretch, right? So the calf stretch, make sure your back leg is straight and back heel is down on the floor. So make sure your back foot is flat. And make sure that your hips are not turned out. Hips are square, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you should feel comfortable stretch on your calf, but also if you're getting this back leg straight, you should feel a good stretch on your hip flexor and maybe on your tummy. And don't look up, but think hips are forward and chest up. But you're looking forward. Okay? You don't have to arch your back. Okay. Keep breathing naturally. Okay, we're gonna switch. Again, make sure back foot is flat. You feel the comfortable stretch on your calf. Your knee is straight. Your back knee is straight. Front knee is bent. And you should also feel a stretch on your front part of your upper thigh, up to your tummy, shoulder relax, chest up, move forward. Okay. Switch one more each way. Okay. Calf is very, very powerful muscle. So you want to give a really nice, easy stretch, but try to hold it and try to relax onto it and just hold it a slow, like 10 to 12 counts. Again, make sure you're comfortable. So you don't want to force it, but you want to just kind of gently stretch and hold it there. Okay, one more switch. Okay, back heel down, back leg flat, back knee straight, front knee bent, and chest is up. Okay, and up. So we did this like earlier part of this series to stretch one muscle. You are when you contract one side of the joint, you're stretching the opposite side, right? Like if you want to stretch your hip flexor, which is the front part, the hip flexor versus hip extensor, flex and extends, they're opposing movements. So hip flexion, right, is this. Hip extension is this, right? So your butt, another really powerful, strong muscle. So when you are using glute muscle or contracting the glute muscle, you are stretching your hip flexor. So, and we don't do this that often. So, can't quite see me. So what you're gonna do, make sure you have a good, safe, balanced position. First, you point your toe. When that happens, make sure this leg is straight. And when you lift your leg just a little bit off the floor, do you feel it on your butt? That's what you want to get. You don't want to feel anything on your lower back. You want to feel it on your butt, okay? So point your toes and you're gonna lift and up. That's it. Not high. Okay. So you wanna feel only this part crunching up, down, up, and down. You see what I mean? You feel that? Is it
Oh,
working?
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So let's just do one leg at a time. Okay. Point. Engage your butt. Okay. 8 times. Lift and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. Did it work? Good. Switch. We're going to do the other way. Okay. The other leg. Point. When you lift a little bit, you should feel it only on your butt, okay? And relax. Okay, we're gonna do it 8 times lifting. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, done. Good? Yeah, I like all those thumbs. Okay, we're gonna do side to side. So, I'm gonna go here. Can't see me, sorry. Go sideways. So, when you do that, make sure you're not going sideways forward or sideways back. Keep this straight forward. Don't turn your hips, just to the side. And also, this is not it, okay? This is the side stretch. This is the side, not the stretch, side lift. So again, your leg's not gonna go that high, okay? And you feel it on the side of your butt. So this is part of your butt and hip, okay? So now point your toe to the side. Make sure you're comfortably standing on this standing leg. Lift off and pull and down. You feel it on the side of the hip comfortably. If you feel pain, don't go too high or take a break on this one, okay? 8 times. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Good.
Yes.
Gonna do the same thing. We're gonna flip. Okay. Good posture. Point your toe to the side. Okay. And lift and up, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Okay. How was it?
Good.
Good?
Good.
Any questions?
I feel the leg I'm standing on, it feels a little bit of the
Yes. Yes. That is a very good thing to do because supporting leg has to work so hard to make sure you don't fall, right? So you are using the supporting leg, you have to stabilize. So all these muscles around your hips and leg, hips and thighs and your ankles, they all have to like, oh no, we can't fall. So yes, that is a very good observation because the standing leg is working as hard as the lifting part. So very good. Okay. How are we doing? Are we good?
warm.
Break? Are you warm?
I am.
Yes,
Very good, very good. That's what we wanted. So we're moving, we're moving and we are moving engaging all these lower body muscles to get stuff moving. So again, we started talking about the cold, damp stuff that goes down, the lower, the floor is cold in our house. So getting the warmth into the lower part of your body helps with alleviate tightness and pain. So,
Yes, this is good. Because at the end of the day, like between 4 and 9, PG&E tells us not to turn our heat on. And I think, but that's when it gets cold. So
Right.
I will do these exercises.
Right. I know. It's like you're
Good
self-generating
point.
heat. Yes. Good idea. And you can also do a foot bath. So you can do a foot bath and do this, or it's like talking about the necks of the arms and feet. So those are necks, right? So this is the hand neck and this is the foot neck. So those are the very important part of in Chinese medicine. And also you have all these joints and muscles connecting. Those are really important parts. So keep all the necks warm. So wrist, ankles, and your neck in the cold weather. So it's a good idea to always have the socks that covers your ankle. Those no-show socks. Those are great to, when you have a tennis shoes, but when you're at home, make sure you wear those. So let's take a water break and come back. Wash your hands or sanitize your hand because we're going to be doing some stuff close to your face. So get some water, wash your hands, then come back in 3:20. Let's come back at 3:30. Chat. Break time. Be back at 3:30. Is it too dark? Nope.
Hey, Akiyo,
Yeah.
a short question. You mentioned 2 hip flex and what's the other one?
The hip flexor, and so the flexion and extension are the opposing movement. Yeah.
Okay.
So the hip flexor, that brings your knee up to your chest.
Right. And the other,
Hip extensor is the one that you are bringing the leg up. So when your glutes are contracted, that's hip extension.
okay, thank you.
Mhm. So the extension and flexion are the opposing movements. So arm
Right.
is flexed. The
Mhm.
arm flexor is the bicep. Arm extension is the tricep. So you can use that for anything. Flexion, extension,
Thank you.
flexion, extension. Yeah. Anytime. But the foot, there's the plantar flexion and dorsiflexion.
Oh my goodness.
So they're both flexion, but when you're pointing your toes, that's the plantar flexion because the planta is here.
Yeah.
So the plantar is flexing, so that's the plantar flexion. So that's my foot. And dorsum of the foot is flexing, so that's dorsiflexion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Additional information.
Yes.
As in plantar fascias.
Yeah.
Yes. So the bottom of the foot, that's the plantar fascia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the center yesterday and took Jill's Qigong class at noon.
Oh,
And then went to 1 o'clock for the chorus. And there were a lot of people there I knew. I mean, one at a time they were walking around, but I knew a lot of those folks. It was very fun.
that's great. Great. Yeah, start to see people in person is amazing.
It is amazing.
Right? It's like, oh my God, it's like 3D.
Yeah. So Jan, were you there yesterday?
Oh, yes.
I guess you were in the office. People kept going into the office, so that was probably to see you.
Yeah, exactly. As always.
Yeah. Well, you're a
It's
real man.
okay. That's what I do. I'm the information officer.
Yes, you are.
Go to Jan. She knows
Ask
everything.
Jan for anything.
Well, it was very busy, people going in and out of that office.
Right.
At least while I was doing my Qigong, you know.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you did that. That's
Yeah.
a good class.
On the ears, close to brush. Okay, so, so if, my battery is low, hold on, I need to plug this in. Oh
Plug her in.
no,
Plug her
plug it
in.
in, plug it in. Okay, so Jan, if you make me a host now, would it stop the recording?
Ooh. That's a good question.
Let me try share screen and see if I can maybe do. No, I can't do it. Well, let's try it. Then I can do the recording if that cuts off the recording. But it's like, why can't you make a co-host?
I mean, I told it to record from my machine, so it shouldn't stop.
Okay.
Doesn't that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here's Peachy. Let's just try it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to make you the host.
Okay.
It's still recording.
Okay. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's still recording.
Oh, perfect. Oh, okay.
And then we'll just switch back to me before we leave.
That'll be perfect. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Let me do the share screen. And the muscle person is going to come up again. It's just the muscle warning. So I won't startle you. Okay. Okay. So make this on the edge. here, and I'll have you guys here. Whoa. Can you see this okay?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, and you could see my cursor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is your ear, as you could probably tell. And see those muscles kind of goes from your ear into your head. Those are muscles that you can access from, like it's all around your you know, when you go around, when you like put your, like when you put the mask on. So there's like the one of my teacher was explaining when you put the mask on where the elastics goes around, see, feel that area, that's where these are, right?
Oh.
So, and these are really important muscles in the, like, in actually in the facial acupuncture, to relax, to get I mean, by relaxing those muscles has a huge effect on your the scalp and your facial muscles. So I just wanted to kind of have an easy access to get to that, and like just kind of add to your you know, to your self massage routine. So let's find those muscles, right? So those are called, so I will, oh, why is not, oh. So this guy, let's go back, sorry. So this one and this one and this one's called auricularis, and auricular is the ear, right? So it's like it's related to the ear, or is connecting the ear. And this guy run in the middle is called temporal parietalis. Let's make this read. It is called.
Temporal Parietalis.
Did you hear that? So greatest thing about this app, when you do the sound, they will give you, so the auricularis anterior. Anterior is the front, posterior is in the back, right? So this one is the, oh, sorry.
Auricularis anterior.
I think it comes out of this. Okay. So, and again, this is the, oh, hey, why are you stop saying stuff? Oh,
Auricularis superior.
so superior, higher or bigger, because they're superior, because they're bigger and taller. And this is the posterior in the back.
Auricularis posterior.
But I still like this one.
Temporal Parietalis.
Temporal parietalis. Temporal parietalis. Say that 3 times. Quick. Anyway, so those are like 4 major muscles goes around your ears. So see this is your cheekbone where you can touch, right? So that's the cheekbone. So follow your cheekbone all the way to the ear, right? So you're following this, and you're gonna feel this area. So when you go all the way back on your cheekbone, you can feel when you move your jaw, you can feel this moving, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
And right above that, you could access that. So where's my ear model? Hold on. Let me get my ear. So let's stop share. And now you see my ear. So if you go, behind those little flappy part of the ear, that's where you feel, that's where all the muscles are attached to, okay? So let's follow, it's got dark, let's follow your cheekbone back to, like, you're gonna get into the soft spot and just go right above it, and you feel a little bit of a, don't push too much, but you feel a little softness over the bone. You feel that? That's your muscle. And then go around. So if you put your hand, your fingers, if you put your fingers like this right behind your ear, so between your ear and your hairline, that's the section. So cup your hand, and when you push in gently, not pushing, you're sinking in gently. And so you want to grasp the skin. So you don't want to rub the skin, right? You want to push enough so you could get the stickiness on the skin. Push in and just kind of do, sink in and do a little movement up and down, side to side. Okay. And once it gets past behind this area of your ear, that's it. That's the end of those 4 muscles, right? It's like this. So between this part to there, those are the place we are going to focus on today. So it's like, you make the fingers like this. So don't point, don't use the nail, but the pads of the fingers. And first one is right off the cheekbone, right behind it. So just put your fingers like this on your skin so it doesn't go into your hair. So sink in, and let's first pull away from your ears. So go up and do a gentle circle. Okay. There, you want to find a position, pull back and do little circles. So you're not scratching your head, right? You are moving your skin. Okay. And now you do just side to side movement. Okay. And now move your fingers up little. So you get a little bit into the meaty part of the muscles. Same thing, do a gentle circles first. And then move just side to side. Boop, 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 boop. And don't push too hard. Just sinking in. And let go. How's that?
Interesting.
Interesting?
Wow.
Anything you found out that you noticed?
Just more aware of that area.
Okay. Does it kind
Also, you can feel, my face is like totally relaxed. I think I was ready to fall asleep.
I feel like a lot of release in this area too.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
this might help at night because like we use our muscles in the face a lot and we give us headache by, you know, when we're stressed out, everything goes here, right? And when you're tight, this get pulled. So many things can happen in the neck and face, and you know, we clench our jaw. Sometimes we, you know, grind our teeth at night, and everything is all kind of in here. So just by you know, kind of releasing this area, it doesn't have to be a lot extensive work. Just know, like around your ears, where there's no between your ear and your hairline. That's all you need to do. So first, start from there and do a gentle circles, right? Then you can just go up into your hair area too. That because it's the meaty part of it. And just that 2 section. That's it.
That's
Just
great. That feels really good.
that's good. That's good. So you could try that before you go to sleep. You're lying down. You're like you're there. So
Yeah.
try that and see. Okay. That's all I wanted to talk about today.
Well, why are there muscles there? I never knew there were any muscles there.
Yeah, yeah,
What are they
you know,
for?
yeah. There are lots of stuff. Well, I can show you more facial stuff to just look at it.
Is that where people could wiggle their ears?
I was just about to
Yes,
say
yes.
that, Larry.
I
That's
know.
why you wiggle, how you can wiggle your ears with your
Because
muscles.
let's look at this one again.
Okay.
It shows. I mean, I can't, but okay, there. So if you are like this one, auricularis anterior, you can see this one, right? When you go to the info, action pulls the ear up and forward.
Oh,
I don't know how to like control that muscle, but you know, but
my
I mean, if you
God.
think about the muscles contract, that's the action of the muscle, right? So it's like, so
Yeah.
it's diagonally connected. So you know how to make this. I think my ears move because I'm moving this muscles up here, temporalis, right? Because they're all connected. So that's the only way I can move my ear. But I mean, you know, some people, I guess, can't move their ears. So I don't know how to do it. But that's the action of it. So this one, temporalis, that's the temporal parietalis is, let's go into the info. The action draws the epicranial upper noses toward the front of the cranium.
My
So,
word.
Neat.
aponeurosis is basically a fascia. So epicranial. So it's like in this area, pulls forward toward the cranium.
My God.
Cranial. So it's like pulls down, right? I mean, if you look at the muscle when they, so basically muscles brings the both attachments together. That's the muscle, the action of the muscle. So it's here, and let's look at the auricular superior. Action elevates the ear. You can elevate your
okay.
ears.
You know,
Right?
this,
Because it's like it's attached to this to there. So it pulls your ear up towards your head. I mean,
it kind of makes me think of, the reason for all this, I mean, primitive man
Yep.
hunting
Right.
and directing the ear to the sound that they can.
Right. You know how
feel the-
like the cats and dogs can do that. I mean, we
Yes,
used it. I'm sure we could do it before, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Interesting.
bet. Good point.
Auricularis posterior, let's look at the, I guess, pulls the ear up and back. So if you could see,
God,
how it's, pulling, so it's diagonally going back and up toward each other. So, that makes sense. When you look at the muscles, so you don't really need to read up on the actions. If you look at the muscles, you could tell what
Yeah.
it does. What happens when it shortens, right? So when this shortens, this pulls this part close to this part, right?
amazing.
All right. So here we are.
Yeah, I think that I've been moving my ears a lot while you're talking, and normally they're frozen. I mean, tense.
Mm-hmm.
You could, if you.
Oh, you froze. You froze.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
if you could move
goes.
your ears, move it. Because movement helps with anything. Because movement relaxes, right? If you can move this, if you can contract and relax these muscles, you could do, if you can move your ears, that's great. Do it. I don't know how to do it. I lost it.
So Akiyo,
Yes.
Akiyo, I had an interesting thing happen once. Jill Spezzano had been talking about our ears with the Qigong, and I was with a real cranky baby,
Uh-huh.
and I just started stroking the ear.
Uh-huh.
That baby just went instantly silent.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really like magic. So who knows?
That's amazing. I mean, that's like side of your head in Chinese medicine can be affected by the stress.
Ah,
Yeah.
So it's the liver and gallbladder department. So that's where the anger is, where the frustration is, and stress is. So that totally makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Keep working your ears,
It's wild.
but don't go crazy. Just again, you don't want to disturb the muscle. It's already tense. So when you're working the tense muscles, you want to gently kind of go in. So introduce your hands to your muscles, even though it's your muscles, like they get tightened up if you do jab stuff into it, right? So you want to just kind of gently in it. Start with your skin, then you just go in a little deeper, little movement, and say hello. Go to sleep, go to sleep.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
bye.
All right.
And I'm gonna
Good class.
give you back the,
Yeah, give me the hostess with the mostest position.
yes, I am making you the host. Okay.
Thank you.
Go to
Good.
sleep, everybody.
Everybody have a good weekend. Stay dry.
Stay dry
Thank you
and
very much.
warm.
Stay dry and warm, right.
Bye,
Get
everybody.
those socks on.
Yes, put your socks on.
Have a good week.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Get my Dumbo ears going here.
You practice and show us next week, Larry.
Okay,
We're depending on you to move your ears.
be just in time for Halloween.
There you go.
Take care, everyone. Thanks.
All right. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.